Hello, my name is Laura Stewart. For the second career profile, I chose behavior specialist. One of the organizations you can work at as a behavior specialist is called Children's Aid and Family Services Incorporated. It is located in Paramus, New Jersey. The working environment of a behavior specialist varies. You can work at nonprofit organizations, schools, clinics, or even government institutions. Because of this variation, the work hours vary a lot. Generally, people work part-time, but depending on the organization, they may also have you work full-time. Because of the difference in organizations and the requirements there, family friendliness and flexibility just depends on the unique organization you work for. So there really isn't just a standard to how much you work or how flexible your work hours are. The typical stressors of a behavior specialist would be the job itself takes a very special person. Behavior specialists are working with people with severe disabilities and behavior problems, and that can be really difficult. And although it does take a special person, the people who are behavior specialists generally report very high satisfaction in their job, so it really can be a fulfilling career. The typical benefits, 1 in 4 are without coverage, so you don't usually receive coverage from your employer. Of those who do receive coverage, then usually there's medical insurance, and most of them receive dental insurance as well. And the common job tasks of a behavior specialist include working with children, adults, or elderly, depending on the specific organization you're working for, who struggle with mental developmental or behavioral disabilities. You work with them to implement goals and plans to achieve behavioral goals. You provide personal care for their behavioral needs, and usually you're working with them one-on-one. And then once you've done all this and you can measure the success of them achieving their goals, then you have to report the client's progress. Educational requirements vary a lot as well. Usually, you're just required to have a bachelor's degree in a related field, such as one involving human development, like marriage and family studies, or sociology or psychology. Some companies do require you to get a master's degree as well. It just depends on the company you're working for. And then some actually require you to get no degree at all. You don't have to have a degree. All you have to have is extensive experience working with individuals with special needs. There's no required supplemental certification either. But some states do require you to get special licensing. That just depends on the specific state, though. The starting salary is usually around $33,000, and the experience salary is around $68,000. For part-time employees, the hourly rate is usually between $25 per hour to $35 per hour. Something random I realized as I was doing research on a career as a behavior specialist is that although I had never heard of it before I began my research, there seems to be a high demand across the entire nation for them. So I found that very unique. And I think it's a great option for a wide range of people. People who have a real care for those with special needs, and because of the variation between different workplaces, then it can be something that works for a mother who really has the priority of staying at home and nurturing her children, or it can work for someone who's the primary provider of their family. And the further you go with your degree, then the higher pay you'll receive as well. And so that is my presentation. Thank you.